Okay. Oh, I have to fix this. Don't need raise gun. I I guess you throw it when it's done. I guess I'll check how the demolitionist throws. If you're throwing, you have to be greater than the throw duration, which is 500 over 600. Why'd I do that? I guess it's fine if I do it this way. So throw duration plus 100 also here. Okay. I think that's all I do. Get notes, get start delta time. Get delta time's fine. Yep. Next. If current ET is less than throw duration, and next ET is greater than or equal to throw duration. We throw, which I can take from here. The target, though, is apparently locked in. So, throwing target. Like that. Okay. So now what? Throwing target. This is not right. Hand position. I'm going to copy it from this guy. This looks okay. Musketeer. I should just have had these as global functions. Oh well. Goblin. Hand position. The time. Lock a mutex because it's a client. Okay. I think it'll throw a barrel. Let's try. Oops. Throw duration. I thought I have that. Aw. I'm confused. Where the fuck did I get this throw duration from if not the demolitionist? Did I delete it? Did stuff get... Oh, it did get deleted. How the fuck? What the... This is my model I created. I guess I'll remake it. Okay. Let's see. Can't throw it all. Uh-oh. Throwing, that's the wrong class. Throwing barrel. Throwing barrel never gets reset. It doesn't matter, it should have thrown. Really, this should have worked, but one other thing is in the can cast manager for the musketeer. Throwing anim tracker. Can cast is can cast and not throwing barrel. Okay. Well, that should start the throw, which sets throwing barrel to true with the throwing target, resets the throwing tracker, and if throwing barrel is true, it starts updating the tracker. Eventually, Wait, I think what I might have messed up. Oh, I'm just not doing the animation. Although it should have still thrown it actually. But okay, this is easy to fix. Throwing barrel. Start, wait. Here, throw. This looks right. Okay. And then this looks right. What? Why the fuck is it not working? Let's try again, I guess. What? Let's throwing anim tracker, I think. Come on. Yay. He throws with his right hand and it goes underground. All that is not right. And it looks fucked up. It looks like at an angle. Hmm. Oh, this is why. How'd that even happen? Okay, let's export this. The transformations of the barrel were wrong somehow. Okay, that works, kinda. It's really big, I feel like. There. Yeah, this is like my size. I think it should just be like 25% smaller. How the fuck can I do this? Can I scale it? Just everything? Like, that's too much. That. Apply it again, and then merge it. Okay. There we go. Lagging. That's really small. Maybe it's fine. I feel like when I watch it also, it looks like it goes underground and then pops back up. Oh, no, I know what that is. That's the sizing animation. I never changed that. Let me get rid of that for the barrel. I copied this code from the demolitionist bomb. So it does not need this. That maybe will fix a little bit of the weirdness. I don't know. The math still doesn't seem to work though. It doesn't land exactly on my cursor. And also, it's like tiny as fuck now. Okay. So that math was important. So we'll go back to this. Apply all these transforms, join it together, and export again. Alright, let's see. That's an okay size, I think. It's not supposed to be like gigantic. Yeah, some of these throws do not make sense to me. Wait, okay, no, that's... Hey, Evan. I need to try and fix the throwing algorithm. I don't know how I want to do it. Yeah, it's not real physics either. This one landed on the side of the building, is what happened here. That's not how it's supposed to work. Eventually, this is going to be real physics, so I'm not going to fix that yet. I don't know what to do. I might just start with the animations of it and ignore the fact that it doesn't land exactly where I want it to. Like that one did. That one did. That one did not. Emo Man Goblin. This one's actually just musketeer. I did make this the other day though. I don't know if you saw this. Where the fuck is it? Huh? I went all the way around. This guy. During like 5 minutes and passed out while watching. Ah. This guy is the demolitionist goblin. Oh wait, why can't I throw again? Oh no. It's bugged. Okay. Why is it bugged? It probably has to do with this? This is pretty straightforward. Uh-oh. When you select him, he does clear himself, and he has 2 animation trackers, and he has charging and throwing. This is like the most straightforward class there is. How did it fuck up? Uh-oh. Okay, it's like consistently messing up. This is crazy. If I go back... Wait, I can't even... Oh, I can't change classes because I'm in the middle of an animation. Okay. So maybe charging is never getting set to false. So if you're charging and you release mouse left, you throw, which sets it to false. Okay, well let's just check this then. True, false, true, false. False, true, false, false. Okay, so has weight. The throwing anim tracker has weight. If throwing or the throwing animation tracker has weight, you update the throwing animation tracker. That shouldn't have weight. Let's print the weight. This is interesting. It could be... Nope. Those are in scope file. One. That's weird as fuck. Oh, how did this happen? That was the problem. The start duration, it got like 5 hours added to it or something. Oh, this one. This one's correct. Okay, problem fixed. Yay. So anyways, this is what I was trying to show you. This is the demolitionist. He throws bombs. And they bounce a little bit and explode. They're kind of loud. And then he can charge up big bombs and throw big bombs. Which it should change the bomb in his hand, to be honest. And they bounce off stuff. Yep, that's it. But anyways, so they also, this kind of sucks, it feels like. This feels not good, I don't know why, but I'm not gonna fix it yet. It kind of feels bad. I think it just might not be fast enough in general, I don't know. But then this guy's the musketeer and he throws these. Yeah, see, this is fast as fuck. This feels better. Okay, it's probably not fast enough. So he throws these. He's not supposed to be able to throw this many, but anyways. And then you can shoot them to blow them up. They probably shouldn't sizzle, to be honest. Yeah, they shouldn't sizzle. Sizzling is kind of fucking annoying. Just get rid of it. Okay, now what? Now I need to make the barrel, I guess. I'm gonna ignore all the other problems with it. I'm gonna make it come out spinning. I don't know how correctly I want to do this. Axis angle. Here's what we do. While spin axis angle is, while the absolute value of this thing is less than some epsilon. Sure. Explosive barrel spin axis angle is random get 0 to 1 open times pi times 2 minus pi. Sure. So that's your starting angle, I guess. And then I guess I have to have like a spin axis strength. Yeah. This one can just be set. Random get 0 to 1 open times 0.5 plus 0.5. That'll work. Okay, so how this is going to work is, I'm not sure. This one doesn't have to be perfect. This one can happen in the update function. Yep. DT over, I want it to last like, okay, so it goes between 0.5 and 1. And I guess in the worst case scenario, I want it to spin for like 4 seconds, so I think it'd just be over 4. Oh, except... max of this and 0. So here you go. So the strength just linearly decreases down to 0 over somewhere between 2 and 5 seconds, I think, or 2 and 4, which is probably what this is doing. Okay, this one, however, has to be perfect, and I can do this in the render function. Yeah, I'll calculate it here. So this rotation axis angle, is that what it's called? Spin axis angle. Spin axis angle plus, uh-oh. I can get the delta time minus explosive barrel start. Isn't that a thing? Yes. And one loop is going to be I don't know. Here's the thing. Okay, this is fine. I guess it's fine. We'll try this first. So I'm going to say like the entire life cycle of it. So the progress of the entire life cycle of it, which is over 4. And then I'm going to take this thing to the power of 2, so it curves up and goes faster at the end. Now what? And then I need it to rotate like maybe 4 times. That's a lot. Maybe 4 times though, so 8 times pi. I think I did it right. Except this should probably be like clamped. Not clamped. Yeah, I'll clamp it between 0 and 4,000. Okay. I guess. Or it would make more sense to do 0 and 1, and this, and this, and this, and this. Okay. The time duration between 0 and 1, clamped to 0 and 1, power of 2 times 4 circles. Okay, so now, spin axis. Wait, plus equals pi over 2. So we add 90 degrees. Now, vector 3. Now, to be honest, I don't know how to do this. Let me think. If it's 0 degrees, because my coordinate system is like omega fucked up, I think it might just be x is maybe negative cosine of spin axis angle, and then 0, and then negative sine of spin axis angle or something. I don't know. Oh wait, but oh shit. The reason I have this while loop is because the direction that this thing travels in, spin axis direction, is the sine of this, which I think I'm allowed to do this. So this always has a sine. So we can multiply that by the sine. Okay, so now we have a spin axis. So now we have a barrel rotation, which is a make rotation quaternion from the spin axis and something. Okay. So this something is the spin axis strength, and I have to convert. So this number is going between, I guess, kind of between 1 to 0. So this would be like something like pitch. Explosive barrel spin axis strength. Times pi times, guess, over 4. This will probably be okay. So this isn't going to be exactly right yet. So I have this axis that's rotating like orthogonally to the barrel around it, and then I'm rotating around that axis based on your spin strength. So we'll see. Hey, how are all these people joining the Discord? All right, let's try it. I don't know. It'll look like something. Oops. This is a float. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like, but that's the effect I'm going for. But as you can tell, it's not good. It's kind of cool though. It'll be cool as fuck when it works. I think I'm not allowing it to be the right angles. Pi times 2 minus pi. I think it's because the sign matters. So I want it to be able to go around the entire circle in either direction. No, I don't. This is right. So what now? Now it doesn't spin fast enough. And it doesn't spin fast enough because of the way I did this math. So I could try, like, instead just doing something like 1 to the power 1.5 should fix it, and maybe 16 so it spins twice as fast. Okay, that's pretty cool, but that's kind of too much. I don't know. It's like, it goes, wait, that one's weird as fuck. Some of them are really weird. This is what I wanted to happen, though. Get up there. I don't know if it's bad, though. It's like kind of comedic. Some of them, like that one, aren't good. See, that one just looked like it was going the wrong way. I don't know. Why did it... Oh, because I'm not adding... Okay, I'm gonna be sure I do this correctly right now by taking the spin axis angle and then doing, this is the sine of the spin axis angle times pi over 2. So the reason is, I hate doing this fucking angle math in this game in particular. Everything is wrong all the time because of the stupid coordinate system. So basically I have to add my own character's angle to it. But I hate doing this. I don't know what it is. I don't want to figure it out either. Atan 2, I'm sure I've done it somewhere else multiple times. Apparently, that doesn't look right. Apparently it is basically negative atan of zx plus pi over 2. So I'll try that. See how fucked up that is? Throw delta is target minus position. So throw delta z, throw delta x plus pi over 2. So that's actually pi over 2 minus atan 2 of this. Okay, so if I did it right, this is why it looked like it was spinning the wrong way. It was not relative. Wait, I wanted to, okay, wait, I don't want it to spin. I don't want to, I want to debug it right now. So we're gonna spin axis angle is, so before I continue, this has to always be flat 90 degrees. That's not 90 degrees. Yep. If anything, is it? Wait. Okay, it's just wrong. I hate this fucking atan 2 stuff. You know, it could also be this. I should say vector 3 sine or cos or sine and then cos is how I did. That's backwards. So it should be probably negative sine. Okay. Direction is cos and then sine. I don't know what to believe anymore. Cos and then sine. Next game, I swear I'm going to do a coordinate system where the math works. Okay, so that is directly facing me. That's not. Okay, it's fucked up. Let's do this. Print goblin last rotation and then throw angle. So this should be probably the same. That's almost the same, which is suspicious. Oh, because it's coming out of my hand. So when I threw it over to my right, it was correct, and then when I moved 90 degrees, it was 90 degrees off. What does that mean? I don't know. Yaw is atan to velocity x plus velocity y plus pi. I guess I'll try that. That would be this plus pi. I think I have to get the angle of this correct before I do the actual rotation math. That's good. That's not good. Wait, that wasn't good at the start. So it's just off by like pi? Really? Alright, that's correct. That's correct. That's correct. And they're all facing the right angle now. Okay, fixed. It never goes to the right. Oh, there it goes. Alright, fixed. Whew. Now I have to add back the spin. And I have to be sure it spins in the correct direction. Okay, so when I throw it and it faces to the left, it should spin... Well, actually, how's this work? Basically, no matter what, it should spin, like, away from me? I don't know. It should make sense. Okay, this doesn't make sense. Wait, that one did. Huh? That one did. That one did. So did that one. I think it's working, but for some reason, whenever it goes to the left, it like throws me off. Like, I'm gonna make it slower. That one was directly ahead of me. That's fine. Okay, wait. I think that's why it looks fucked up sometimes. Wait, what? Okay. So I also have to track when it's hit the ground. Ground start. Alright. Explosive barrel. Ground start is time. Wait, this should never happen if you've hit the ground. For now. If no ground start, then try to hit the ground. Wait, what? I think it'd look better. I don't know what to do. Okay, how about this? If is ground, which I think is a function, normal. Okay, wait, no. If hit. If you hit the ground and the ground is a normal, you set the ground start time and then you lock it to that position. Otherwise, I'm gonna go back to the bomb manager. This. Otherwise, you just bounce off of it. So the next velocity is next velocity minus 2 times the dot product of the normal times the normal, and then I need to reduce the next velocity by like 0.8 or something. Okay. This might be okay. The thing is, yeah, this might be okay. What's up? What is it? Wait, I'm gonna try one more thing before I test this even. I don't actually need ground start, is what I think. I'll keep it because now I'm using it for this. So it doesn't have to keep checking this once it's landed, but I want to make this guy. How the fuck? So how do I even spin axis direction is what I actually want here. And I don't even need an angle. So my plan is, while this thing is this is the sine of this minus 0.5. And then that's it. Spin axis angle. So up here, you get your spin axis direction, just literally from the spin axis direction. I don't really need to do this. And so then you calculate it off of not 0. Fuck. Spin axis start angle. So this one is the throw angle. Okay, so my start angle. Actually, so start angle plus the time traveled thing, PAL 15 times the spin axis direction. This is okay to do. Plus pi, yeah, let's try this then. So what I just did is it's starting at 0 degrees and it's rotating as it goes. So my hope is when it lands, it's going to be something like kind of the right angle. How's it going today? Pretty good. I'm like polishing these 2 classes I recently did today. Oh, it fell through the ground. That makes sense. It fell through the ground. In fact, I'll just remove this. It can just continually check for a ground intersection for all I care. Okay. It's so slow sometimes, man. Look at that shit. And it's not right. I think it's... What if I do this? I think it's always starting away from me no matter what. And it should start towards me so it can rotate away from me. What's up, Noldgore? Okay, Huh? It's starting to my left. Now my right. It's starting just down. It's just... No, it's not. Bro, what is this angle? It's like the inverse of my aim angle, right? It is. So now it's to my right, and over here is to my left, right? Yeah. So it's negated. Fucking kill me. So I do think it's negative. Negative, and if... And then it's going to be like plus pi over 2. Which this is what I was doing at one point. That looked like it's... Yeah, it's facing towards me now. That's what I want. Facing towards me. Towards me. Towards me. Towards me. Yay. I guess I should check, does it bounce off things? It bounces off things, but like way too fast. And that time I went through the things. And that is questionable bounce angle. That's a really questionable bouncing goal. When was the last time you checked the lines of code on your project? Not since that one time on stream. It probably hasn't changed that much. The bouncing thing is that mechanism in your YouTube channel? Did it showcase a while ago? I posted something in my YouTube channel? I'm not sure what you're talking about, actually. Last year? I have no idea what you're talking about. The only thing I posted in my YouTube channel is like physics stuff. And there was like, I posted like complicated GJK EPA physics algorithm stuff because it was hard to figure out on my own. There was no good videos of it. I think that's the only thing I posted. Anyways, I can add this back and see if it goes the right direction now. GJK, no, this is different than GJK. Like technically this thing should be using GJK, but right now this thing is treated as a single point, so I can just do line intersection math with the triangles. Okay, that is right, yeah. Well, it's way too slow. Oh, it's way too slow because I reduced this. It's supposed to be times 16. 16 times faster. And, you know, this thing should have a yaw rotation, but I'll do that later. Like, okay, this looks pretty good. Am I crazy? This feels like it's not rotating until it hits the ground. Okay, I am crazy, I guess. I guess it's just this PAL. I don't know. Well, anyways, it works. And it looks pretty good. Now, I need a yaw quaternion. Okay, yaw quaternion should be simple enough. I have all this shit now spread out everywhere. Explosive barrel. Yaw quaternion. Make rotation quaternion of that. Whoops, I meant 0, 1, 0 and random. Get 0 to 1 open times 5 times 2. Okay, so now, before I multiply this, I don't know where this gets applied. I think after. But usually quaternions is like the opposite of what I expect. Huh? Oh, whoops, it's that. Alright, so the goal is when they land, they should be random yaws. And the rotations should still be correct. Random yaws? Yes, they're random yaws. Cool, I did it right. I think it might be too rotatey. Like it's starting out at like almost fucking 45 degrees. So that would be this math. So I think it can be like, I don't know, man. 0.3, 0.3. Actually, yeah, we'll try it. Down here. It feels weird that it actually lags. Okay, so that's not how it should work. I understand now, but zero point 0.3 is too little. Sometimes it comes out, it doesn't feel like it spins at all. Yeah. So I'll do like... I don't know, man. This is maybe okay, and then I think I need to make it decrease slightly slower, like 4,500. And then there was one other thing I needed to do. What was it? Shit. Oh, come out at the right time. So currently, when you throw it, it's tracking your throw position from the start. That's not right. It feels really bad to have that delay. So I need this. So the aim position is this. And that's all I do. Have you considered adding a hot reloading somehow? It does require too much work in games. Not for this project. I considered adding hot reloading for shaders. For my shader setup, it would require a good bit of work, but it would probably be worth it. But for hot reloading for code, let's see here. This looks good again. And it's random and shit. Cool. For hot reloading for code, it does require a lot of work. And I think there would be a way to do it in Jai that is really good. But I have not done that. And that would take me a long time to figure out, is the thing. This looks good. It feels really good now. The randomness also, everything feels good. Nice. You can throw barrels and they spin and shit. Okay. Now. Okay. Let me make little notes. I'll do it here. Task add. Musketeer charging particles. Task add. Demolitionist. Change bomb type on charge. Demolitionist bomb. I don't know. Demolitionist bomb holding smoke? Is that needed? Demolitionist bomb thrown fire? Musketeer bullet smoke trail. Okay, so that's my plan if I can do this stuff fast enough. I'll mark this as done. Musketeer charging particle. Okay, so I have an idea for how this should look. What does that thread do? It's a meta program I wrote. It's on my GitHub too, called Meta Thread Safety or something. And basically, it's just saying this function is safe to call from a multi-threaded context. Or no, it's not. It's saying, yeah, that's basically right. This function is safe to call from a multi-threaded context. Like this function doesn't do anything thread unsafe. And if you want to call out to anything thread unsafe, you have to lock a mutex. So like this create explosive barrel thing is not thread safe. So before you call into this, you have to lock a mutex. So this, basically all the logic, all the class logic updates is multi-threaded. And to prevent me from doing tons of stupid stuff, I have this thing that I have to explicitly mark every function I call as something related to threading. So it's not like totally perfect, but it prevents a lot of stupid issues. Like I would not be, if I try to call this without first locking this client mutex, it would not compile. So that's why. But then this, for example, get the hand position. This is thread safe because it does literally nothing. It just gets a matrix and multiplies another matrix. So that is thread safe. Anyways, okay, let's start doing this. Charging particles. Yeah, it's not a super simple program either, actually, but you could check my GitHub and find it. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. I think this is going to be a generic opaque particle. I hope. So musketeer charge particle. Musket end. I think it should be locked. Uh-oh. I think it should be locked in relation with your musket. So that's not that easy to do. Basically implying like as you move around, it totally just stays locked with the tip of your musket, because otherwise it's gonna be like, I think it just makes more sense for this. This is like a UI thing. Okay. Well, let's try it. Musketeer charge. I don't know about any of this. It does have a duration, I guess. I don't know about any of this. Either it has a destroy, it has a start, and it has a duration. Guess I'll give it a duration is like 1 second, maybe. And then it just be that for now. And there we go. There's a lot more stuff to do, but so I'm gonna go ahead and I think I already do this in like the fire mage class, maybe. Don't I have something here that says, yeah, I have a staff position. So this gets updated somewhere. This. So for the musketeer, what is it called? I guess I don't have anything yet, but musketeer has a function to get the gun transform. Okay, so I'm gonna have something in the musketeer class called gun transform, which is a matrix 4 this time. What does it take? It needs to take a time if it doesn't. Okay, it does not yet. Get what? Get musketeer gun transform. So this is going to take a goblin and a time. And I have to give it the left hand. So the left hand matrix, actually, I have the left hand matrix. And it's already set. Okay, so that's fine. Turn, get, musketeer, done. Transform. Left hand joint matrix. Right hand joint matrix. Uh-oh. This does nothing with the goblin transform, so... Okay. Gun, shoot, progress, goblin, musketeer, gun, big... What's it called? Gun, big, shoot, progress. Okay. Big function call. So then I have to take this gun transform and you say goblin transform, which is this thing. You can pass in a time, I think. And then return. I think it would be goblin transform, which is the parent, times the gun transform, which is the child. So here's my... this isn't exactly the right thing. Yeah, I guess I can rename it to this. To be honest, actually, I think I only need the position because I was thinking about it like it should stay exactly with your gun, but if you try and visualize it, if your guy is like pulling his gun up to aim and putting it back down, and these little charge lines that are going into your gun barrel rotate with you, that would be pretty jarring. So, actually, this is not the function I need. It's this with the time interpolator thing. So this is all correct, this is all correct, and this one you pass in time, and then you get the final transform in the spot position. Okay. This one. And then musketeer changes. So gun... position. Gun... what's it called? Spout? I probably should have looked up gun position. Whatever. Gun position's fine. I still don't know what this thing is actually technically called. So there's my gun position. Okay, so now I have this thing like stored in some variable. Now, how should this work? Have an offset. Vector 3, random, get 0 to 1 open. So I'm actually just gonna totally randomly generate an offset. Something like this, and then normalize this whole thing. And then, actually, I'll keep it at 1, but I'm gonna put this here because it shouldn't be 1. And that's it. And then I have to look at generic opaque particle system. So as a position, I didn't really think this through. I can make it work though, but the particle is supposed to stretch, but I can make that work. It just increases the complexity of it. So you have a generic opaque particle GPU, so I just have to set the position for now and the scale. I'll set the scale here. Scale. Something probably giant. That could be like point. Sure. Position. Oh wait, I need progress. Start. over particle. Well, that's just a duration. If they're all the same, which they are for now. Okay. CPU offset times 1 minus progress. So it starts at the maximum offset and then goes down to 0. And then we take this position. And that's not right. I add to it. Oh shit. Musketeer ID. Okay, so I get my goblin, I guess. If not goblin or goblin hat type is not musketeer. Destroy is true. Return. Destroy is part of the CPU. CPU destroy. Oh, it's using everything. I don't have to be doing this. Okay. So now you have a valid goblin. Goblin, musketeer, gun position. You add the gun position to the position every frame. This should work. I just have to render it and put it in the particle system. Charge particle. All right. I just said the type. I'm fucking dumb. Yeah. Was it supposed to do that automatically? No. Generic, opaque, type, musketeer, charge particle. Okay. No duration. Should be labeling this. It's explosion, smoke, and then dark priest. Okay. This is fine. It could be a Vec 3-1. None of this matters. It can be a circle. I think this is making it a circle. It doesn't have to be a circle, though. What is it by default? Holy shit, there's a lot of stuff. Okay. This is probably fine. By default, it's flat, I think is what that's saying. Okay, this will probably render now. I do think. So let's go add them when you're charging. Work. Hey, thanks for the follow. So I have my charging thing, and I guess I need to say if you're charging. There's two different situations here. If trackers, how do you get start progress of charging and M tracker? I guess this is all you say. If this is less than 1, else little particles. That'll be next. Create the charge particle, CPU, GPU. So you give it a musket position. Hang on, it doesn't need that. You give it a time and a musketeer ID. That's all. There we go. And then particle system add particle. Generic opaque particle system. I did it backwards. I mean, it wouldn't have let me compile, but here we go. GPU, CPU. Eh? I think this exists. Did not match any possible overload. One of them is a vector 2? Fucking what? Oh, it's a matrix. That's not right. It's a vector 3. 75, musketeer class 75. Huh? Is this, it's supposed to be a float, because it's a particle. And this, I have to cast to a float. Something is not thread safe. So here you go. What is it? This is what's happening. I'm doing something not thread safe. And this is right. This is not thread safe. Look at that. So I have in my particle system, I mean, I know what to do. Particle system, add a particle, and I have a add particle synchronous. So I have to call add particle synchronous. This is the thread safe version. I mean, all it's doing though is just locking a mutex inside there before it creates the particle. Okay. What did I just do? Okay, charge. Oh, look at all those little dots. You see it charging? Interesting. I mean, yeah, what the fuck is happening? Clamp, I can clamp this. I should be clamping this anyways, but this shouldn't be the problem. I don't know, man. It could be possible that in my generic particle system, something here is incorrect. No, this looks right. Let's get to a charge particle. Ah, it's probably because I'm not setting the start time. Whoops. God damn it. So it was just like off at like infinite speed all the time. Now what? Yay. That's super not right, but something's happening. Okay. I mean, you can see the idea. Hey, thanks for the follow. Yeah, you get the idea here. So, I need to make them much smaller, starting at 0 scale. Instantly going to... How the fuck should this work? We'll have a start progress value. which is... Let's just base all this stuff off of progress, right? So I can do min of progress. It'll be like the first 10%. In progress. Okay. I can just multiply these together. So this goes between 0 to 1 in the first 10%, and then 1 to 0, I think, in the last 10%. And then so when you multiply them together, it goes 0 to 1, and then flat, and then 1 to 0. So this times like 0.05. I think in progress is not right, but I'll fix that later. In progress should be like an ease out, not a linear cutoff. On my foot. Oh, fuck. Okay, still very wrong because it's not lines yet. I want this thing to be lines. Making it lines is going to be a bit hard. Oh, look at that. I see a bug. You can see through the ground. Hey, I can't even fix this right now because I just sent the artist a new level. Well. Okay. It's also probably not fast enough. It's fine for debugging. The problem with this is this has to be done with all the other particles being taken into consideration, and so I think I might just want to make this scale of vec3 and just change every particle. That would fix it, but I think there's a lot of particles. Alright, I'm doing that. So lots of things change here. A particle scale, vec3. V scale, vec3. Multiplying this one. Wait, it's a vec2, I mean. Yeah, vec2. So this multiplies the rotated particle position in local space by the scale. That's probably right. Yeah. Okay, now let's look at how V scale is being used, because now this is affected. See, this is a big problem. And maybe it should be a vec3. Because like some of these functions are converting this little 2D shape into a fake 3D sphere by drawing to by like writing to the depth buffer. It either, I guess, should be a float or a vec3. I don't know what to do. And it can't really be a vec3. Alright. It can't be a vec3 because it's just getting multiplied here, and that would make no sense at all. Although... Alright, yes, it can be. God damn it. I just have to rotate it and then create a vec3 out of this and z, and multiply it by the vec3. All right. So this is a vec3. Now this affects everything. That is fine. That's fine, fine. Oh no. Okay. I think I'm gonna go through one at a time and fix all these particles. Because they like override these values to do different things. Okay, hang on, let me check on my dog. I'm back. Some people were selling windows or something. Okay, hang on. All right. Hey, Boosh. So actually, it's not like it's not defined anywhere. How many classes are you planning having at launch? I don't know. Definitely 10 or more. I'd say definitely between 10 and 14. It depends on like basically how much free time I have, I guess, after I technically finish everything. But the way you unlock new classes is through like playing the game and getting points, and then you have to get through the rune tree of a given combination of classes in order to unlock the resulting combination of those classes. So I don't know basically if I would like to do the rune trees first or the new classes first. So I think the answer is probably I'll have 10, and then I'll do the rune upgrades for those 10 classes and then start adding more classes. And the rune upgrades are, for doing the rune upgrades for all 10 classes, I think is unironically going to take me like half a year, like maybe 4 or 5 months, I think. There's like, I have planned like 240 upgrades right now. It's gonna take a long ass time. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna take a long time, man. I need fucking employees. So here's what I'm doing. This is not right. Uh-oh. There's no easy way to do this. I need like a helper function, which is fucking annoying. Very, very exciting and awesome news. Your work will definitely be worth it. Love the pirate and OGFP. If there's someone like them. Yeah, I remember the pirate a little bit. I don't remember exactly what they did. Let me look it up. Hang on. I like the ninja, I remember. The ninjas, after these, so the first 5 classes are kind of similar to Fat Princess. The next 5 in Fat Goblins is pretty different than Fat Princess. And then all of the additional classes are very different from Fat Princess, is the plan. Like, I want to diverge as much as I can after I get, like, after it feels like you can, you know, after you can feel Fat Princess. Oh, I see. Yeah, pirate. I remember pirates. Pirate's fun. Okay. Musketeer is actually kind of similar to pirate then. Super dope. More sequel and building off the original and remake. Big thing. I remember a pirate is in the melee you can charge into a range attack. Oh, interesting. Huh. I guess I'm gonna make a helper function here. So basically I need to be able to create a Vec3 from a float. Opaque V3. Or maybe opaque scale. So this. The rest of this is probably... Oh wait, this has like a million things in it. Oh, God. This feels really wrong to do it this way. I guess it's right. I don't know. Hoping they can do soundtrack too. Yeah. This isn't actually supposed to be Kendrick soundtrack. This is just... It's supposed to be an old school hip hop playlist, and it's just going on radio. But, yeah. I'm just totally not thinking just doing this. I think I can just do this to every single scale value and it works. Okay, am I done yet? No. I can probably select all of these at once. Probably should have been doing this from the start. There we go. Okay, now I'm just gonna be sure everything works before I continue. It won't work yet. The shader has to change. Okay, these all are correct. These ones can just be .x. That one is okay. There, see it? Old school. I mean, technically, everything could be vscale.x. I should have done that, to be honest, because that would have just matched the exact old behavior. Oh well. It should be, though. Okay, I'll do it. Fuck. So vscale goes to vscale.x. Okay. Vscale. All right, there we go. Now let's check that everything looks correct. Huh? Wanted a float. No, you don't want to be afloat. Really? Does this have... Where the fuck is it? Huh? How does this want to be afloat? Oh, generic opaque particle GPU and fireball spark small particle CPU. That doesn't have scale in it. Generic opaque particle GPU. That would be in the generic opaque particle system. And that, it is a float. Whoops, it's supposed to be a vec3. My bad. And then this is a vec3, that's a vec3, that's a vec3. All right, now does it work? Type mismatch, wanted a vector3 given a float. Oh. So this is where I'm like, wait, no, this is right too. Opaque scale. What's wrong here? I don't think I changed this. Maybe this one? Yeah. That has to be scale.x. Okay, there could easily be more issues like that. Like this. I mean, I guess none of them will compile, so that's good. I think. Delta scale. Uh-oh. I guess I could make this a float. What the fuck is this one? That's a float. Okay, so now it's a float, and that's valid. Have you encountered many bugs in Jai? Is it relatively stable this time? Well, I have encountered quite a few bugs, but like because Jai is simple, like, and you have access to the modules for the most part, I can figure out what the bug is. And then I email John, and it's usually fixed in the next beta. But, and I mean, I use Dry like more than 8 hours a day, every day for like 2.5 years, but I found a lot of bugs, but that's expected, I think. Desire skill.x. Huh? Oh wait, that one is a float. Man, it's so fucking confusing now. 144. During your part, yep, that's true. There is one remaining bug that I wish would get fixed that I think John doesn't care about because it's my use case for it is so incredibly niche, but in the type checking part of the metaprogramming, like preprocessor stuff, if you have a for expansion where you insert code, the type checking stuff, if you're actually looking through like the syntax tree, you cannot follow further than that. You can't follow into the inserted code. It doesn't exist. So that actually messes up my thread safety plugin. I can't follow for expansions. So I have like a workaround where you can get the function name it's calling into, and you can, and it's like, it just makes the whole program way more fucking complicated. You get the function name, you match it to like a set of unique function names, and you can follow the logic that way. But it's like, you see the problem, it's so messy. But I mean, I got it working. It's just fucking annoying. Generic opaque particle system. So see, this has to be thread safe, which makes sense because it's getting called from the particle system, which is multi-threaded. And this should be like, this should be a macro thing. I don't even want this. Like, it should be, what's it called? I think expand. And then I need to check these particles. I need to check the Fire Mage particles and the Dark Priest particles mostly. Okay, well this guy has staff stuff. Okay, and you. Okay. Can't that kill? Why did that not kill? Hmm. Oh, it can't kill. Okay. They probably have many jobs in queue waiting to resolve. I wonder how many people are working on the language. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think I heard at some point John, well, I mean, he's definitely focusing on like Braid Anniversary Edition now, right? But I think, I don't remember where I heard this. Something like Braid Anniversary Edition is supposed to help a lot with the funding of the future work of the compiler. I didn't hear it from John, so I don't know if it's true, but that would be good. But I mean, I think it's at least, it's like, he has a team as far as I know. I don't know if that team has like changed priorities or something, but, okay, wait, I wasn't done testing. Whoops. What did I need to test now? I needed to test the Fire Mage. Oh, the Fire Mage. This all looks good. Okay. And then I need to test Musketeer. It's really weird that if you shoot, the little particles continue. I didn't think about that. I can fix that later, though. You solo dev? Yep. Entirely solo. Although I contract artists most of the time for the art because I want it to look good. And I can't do that. makes sense to hopefully find some funding for the last drive before launch. Yeah. Okay, so this works. Now I changed the scale logic, so now technically this is possible to do. How about music, SFX? SFX typically I find through Unity asset packs or Fmod Studio Store. It's called like Fmod Studio IO or whatever. So SFX I find that way, like myself. Music, I also contract that out to a composer. All right, so let's try this. This is gonna be... I don't know how to do this. This is gonna be hard as fuck. It's hard as fuck because... Actually, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know what to do. I kind of need the particles to spawn particles themselves. I don't think I'm allowed to do that. I wish this to Fat Goblins. Thanks, man. So the goal is with this... Yeah, this is hard to do. I could do it with lines instead of... That wouldn't even really help, would it? Maybe it would. So my two options are kind of... I can have the particles spawn particles. Yeah, that's not going to look good. You're going to see the bumps as... It won't be every 1 pixel, so you'll see bumps. Okay, so that option is off the table. So the problem is if I were to actually try to rotate and do this myself, actually I can make this work. It's just not, it's not, oh my fucking god, I changed all that scale stuff for literally nothing. Really? I could use this particle system for this, though. I could. Yeah, I don't think it's in my interest to do that. Oh my god. Catch you later, have a nice stream. See, what is it? So, what I have to do is repurpose this. Let me make a new thing real quick so I don't overwrite this. I have a really simple shape. I think I have to re-export it also. Line sphere. No, that's not it. Although that would work, but yeah, I don't think I need to do that. No, but it would be better for it to be 3D. Maybe I will use an actual sphere. Maybe I will. Yeah, so what I was thinking is, I'm opening the wrong thing. I have this weird shape. It is called a priest line. It's this. I can't really render it correctly right now, but basically, you render a circle in each thing, and this thing circle is like really big, so the center part becomes entirely white. And these edges are normal size, so this actually becomes a circle. So when you face it towards the camera and render it, it looks like a cylinder. That's the purpose of this, but I think it's not good enough. I think I need an actual sphere. I'm gonna undo all the changes I just made because I don't like these changes anyways, where I went through and like added all this opaque scale stuff. Fuck all that. I can just totally undo, right? What was this? Huh? I changed this since opening the editor. Okay. I guess it's not that simple. I better be careful with what I do then. Okay, there. Opaque scale, opaque scale, opaque scale. Done. What's opaque scale? Okay, so this actually kind of has to get deleted, unfortunately. Fuck, this has become... This is what I expected when I planned a week for the musketeer. This level of autism. So I will call this a musket charging model. It's going to be something weird, and this goes in the particle folder. Charging particle. What's a good example of this? This guy. This is what it needs to be. Says a progress, has an offset, does it? I think most things are encapsulated by this model matrix. This might be fine then. Charging particle. This is supposed to be called GPU. Musket charging GPU. So how do I want to do this? What even is this? I guess I have to find an appropriate sphere. Let me open Blender, hang on. I already have so many sphere models. That one is very high detailed. To be honest, this one's probably okay. It's high detailed because this one's an icosphere at least. It's high detailed because you're supposed to grab it and go like this. So this is what it will look like. But it'll be white. And then you shrink that part. So it'll look like this in the game as it's going towards your musket. That's the plan. Okay, I'll use this one. What was this called? Line sphere. Am I already importing that maybe? No. That concerns me. I guess I had this idea for something else at some point and tried it and it didn't work. It's probably what happened there. So basically I have to do all this shit, huh? Don't think I need this either. Sucks that this is a draw call. Okay, well this should work. I have to create the musket charging shader now. What is a good example of this? Is this a good example? Kinda. Musket charging particle shader. This isn't old school. Musket charging particle, whatever the fuck. This isn't old school either. Sure. Okay, so in my musket charging particle, I have my model matrix as the first 4 vex and then a progress. So location 6 is a progress, I guess. And then you create this. I don't need normal. Actually, what data does this shit even have? Let's close it. I'm gonna assert at this point matches attributes of this guy's attributes and position normal text coord. That's what I expect it to be. So it has to match. Okay. Let's get charging particle shader. There's too much typing now. Some mistakes have been made somewhere in the creation of this thing. Position normal a text. I guess to a certain extent, it's important that things are actually automated, and they're not. I'm just trying to check the rest of this shit. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. This can be just 1.0 for now. Okay, now we have to initialize the shader. After multiplied guided blur. Okay, not after mana bar shader. All right. So this looks basically correct. I don't know why this is separate, actually. This could go here. I guess sometimes it needs to be separate, but not this time. All right. Also, don't even need a normal, honestly. Not for this guy. So now... the problem is this should maybe technically be a particle system and not an instance model, because this is getting added in the musket class and there's nothing to track it. So that's easy to change though. Okay, so we'll do that real quick. So this is a particle system charging GPU. Can I just say nothing? I don't actually know. Charging update sort is false. Just like that. I guess I'll call it system. Particle system init. Now this I don't remember how to do. Okay, and you give it the shader. Then at some point you give it the geometry. Okay, I did it right. Okay. I'll just make this, oh, it has to have a destroy value. So it has a CPU entry, particles, musket, create musket charging particle. Gone full circle now. I don't really want to do it this way. It's okay. Maybe. Okay. All this work, man. Okay, so now the particle system. Musketeer. Musket charging system update. Render. Update and render, then clear. You do not clear, actually, no. There we go. Now, in the musketeer class, where is it? Okay, finally, I can create these particles, which I'm kind of already doing. And then you add it to, all the names are so fucked now. Musket charging system, GPU, CPU. Okay, now it should work, actually. It's just the GPU stuff is wrong, right? So, yeah. The goal is that it looks exactly the same as it did. That's what I'm trying to do right now. So I'm going to create this position like this, and then set the model to create, what's it called? Make translation matrix for a position. That should work, just work, basically. Scale also isn't a thing, like this at least. The model is scale, oh, can't do that. Scale value, yay Jai. This is one of my biggest complaints with Jai. I want to be able to use functions and variables with the same name in the same scope. Very badly. So here we go, let's try it, I guess. I want to be sure when I created this system, yeah, it said sort false. It does have an update function. Okay, let's see what doesn't compile. I just changed so much. Can't have oh, right. It's no longer generic opaque. Just totally delete this and then go into the generic opaque particle system and get rid of all this stuff with musket. And in the generic opaque particle shader, get rid of musket. Okay. And, god damn it, vscale.x goes back to vscale. Scale has changed back to a float. I changed so much just now, man. Jesus. Vscale's float. Okay. And in the particle system, vscale becomes a float. In the musket, it doesn't need a type. This is a specific particle system just for the musket now. Declaration of progress. Yeah. All right, then. I'll assign it to the GPU. That's fine. It is just a position. I don't actually need anything other than that. Oh, wait, yes, I do. Wait, no, I don't. I can use the local vertex coordinate data to do my math. Okay. That's fine. That's better, actually. Where is it? This guy. So it's just a position. I can go into the musket charging particle shader and make this just a position. So that's how that works. Okay. Oh, I clicked and it crashed. One output channel inside a render pass with 3 output channels. That's true because it's an opaque object. It's being rendered in like the entire deferred pass. So what is it? It's like normal, diffuse, shadow. Okay, so I need normal constants. So 0, 0, 0, no shading, I think is how that works. Diffuse, vec4 1.0, shadow is 1.0 is no shadow. Okay, it works again. So it circles again, but now these are technically all actually spheres that I can stretch. So let's try stretching them. I think the way I want to stretch it is by passing in a vector instead of doing really complicated quaternion rotation math. Those are kind of my 2 options. So I choose the easy one. Which means this doesn't even have to be a matrix, but whatever. Direction. It's already 0. So I need like 2 different functions. The first one, I think they need, okay. progress. That could be like the overall progress, and then the fast progress is min of progress times 1.5 and 1. And so fast progress is also going to be the square root of fast progress. So it curves. This might be wrong, but we'll see. Fast position then is offset times 1 minus fast progress plus your gun position, and then you can say, I'm renaming this stretch. So stretch is fast position minus position. Okay, so this is giving me the delta vector between the fast position near the musket and the position where it starts. Okay. So it's after all this math happens here. I think I need a flat value based on if it's, okay. Stretch direction or something. GLSO sign. Can I get the sign in GLSO? I don't know how to do this. Okay, it's just sign. Sign of. Okay, then I have to say fucking vec3 rotated position is model times vec4 of a position 0. Hang on, let me shut my door. I'll be right back. Okay. So I get the rotated position and then make it a vec3, although it doesn't matter. It's fine either way. So we get the sign of the dot product of the rotated position using the model matrix, which has scale inside of it. And wait, model matrix doesn't have a rotation. Oh. So this doesn't matter. If the model matrix doesn't have a rotation, I can just say dot product of the A position and the A stretch. And then this is the sign of it, so I want to get the max of this and 0. Hang on a second, I'll be right back. God, I'm gonna have to fucking end my stream soon. My dog's being so bad. Let me finish this at least. So you get the sign of the fucking A position and the stretch direction. So when it's 1, they're facing the same direction, and then you clamp it to 0. So now it's either 0 or 1. Okay, now I can take this and say stretch offset is stretch direction times a stretch. So this is a raw value. I want it unscaled, so it would be this plus stretch offset. So this should work. Okay, let's try this. So this should technically stretch my lines now. Uh-oh. Jesus. Yeah, that's my fault here. There, they stretch. They stretch, but like really, really badly. Hmm. What if I just make it the square root of progress? So it's times 1 now. Let's try this. It looks like it instantly goes to being like a solid line, so it shouldn't. Yeah, this is also not right either. I don't know, man. What if I don't square root it? In fact, maybe it should be the opposite of that. Maybe it should be to the power of 2, so it kind of... That might be weird. This one's okay. I just have to make the lines different. I think the way this should work... So I have my progress value. Progress scale. So I don't actually know what this should look like in my head. So I think the very end should maybe be starting at 0 and going to like 0.5 when they reach the musket. And then the inner part should be maybe the same. Yeah, I think so. Okay. So fast. I'll just try. Actually, I'm going to do this so it's just the same. I don't care about adding an extra parameter. Fast progress. So now I have my fast progress. Oh wait, I have to add it. Fast progress. Okay, so the fast part is what's being stretched. So I can just take this stretch direction. I can just say the scale is the stretch direction, which is 1 or 0, times, it should be called like a stretch flag, times the fast progress scale, plus 1 minus the stretch flag, times the progress scale. So now it's at least, it's one or the other of these, and then I can scale the whole thing by this. And actually, the scale should be inside here. It can be local. Yeah, it should be local. Okay, let's try that out. That looks not bad, actually. It's maybe too small. And it's definitely too slow, right? But so to speed it up, I just decrease the duration by like 2. And then I can make the offset random. Times 1 minus random get 0 to 1 open times 0.5, or I mean plus. So it should start at larger distances, random distances, and go at different speeds down to 0. Okay. Well, it's something. I think it needs more than just this. I'm also not sure it looks good with the outline. I can easily make it not outlined. I think it's no shading, no outline. Does that look better? Actually, probably. I feel like it's fine. So my other goal with this thing was having an offset scale. So the reason for this is when I create this guy, the offset scale is 1. When you have little particles, the offset scale is like 0.1. So that, I think, should be all I have to do. And this, once it's charged, it'll keep creating particles while you hold the button, but it's going to be just small little particles around your musket barrel thing. Little wobbly small particles. Okay, that does not work. Oh, I'm not using the value. Whoops. Okay, it doesn't really work. I guess it's too small. I don't know. Try 2.5 or something. 2.5 sounds fucking huge. Does that look good? I don't know. Another thing I can do, it might be too small for this game style. I could make this guy, the fast one, go from 0 to 1, and the slow one go from 0 to 0.5. That does look better, but it still looks weird. It also looks weird because it's I guess it's just not in the right spot. Like I need to add, it needs to be further up. Now this is taking the level of detail too far, I think, but I could probably just guess that it's supposed to be 0.8 or something. 8.0. That looks slightly better. If this is like not a bad effect, but for some reason this is just like not what I had going on in my mind. It's still probably not far enough up though. I can add like another 0.2 or something. And maybe it should be faster. And this 0.25 should actually surprisingly be even larger. Like, what if I do 0.4? What happens? Oh. Okay. This is basically what I wanted it to look like. And this is what it looks like, so guess I'm kind of done. 0.82 is still not right. I don't know, I'll do 0.84. So, finished one task. Task done, musketeer, perfect. Are the guns? What's up, Brain Zap? Here's the gun. That's kind of the right spot now. And the particles look kind of good now. Yay. It still hits the ground and explodes with water, just because I used the Frost Mage Ice Bolt effect. Cool. Is there anything else like super easy I can do before I end my stream right now? Demolitionist charge bomb type. Change bomb type on charge. That's actually really easy. Okay. I'll do that. I don't think it should start doing this, by the way. It shouldn't start charging until like... I don't know. Like when I click to shoot normally, sometimes I see a little white particle. I don't want that. So... that's pretty easy to fix though. I think I should use the shooting big weight. Or maybe the charging weight? Charging weight would make sense. Let's see if this is okay to say. So basically, if your charging weight is totally weighted, so I think that means something like it's been 200 milliseconds, then it'll start showing these. So not showing it now. Okay, that is a good timing, yeah. It's like when my gun fully extends, it starts charging. Cool. I will also change the bomb type you're holding. Let's do that real quick. There's so many things. Demolitionist, I already have it loaded. So this has to change a little bit the way the demolitionist logic works, because you start charging and then when you throw, then it detects if it's supposed to be a large bomb, but I guess what I'll say is throwing a large bomb is false. And then when you're charging, throwing... it can happen here even. When you're charging, if your start progress is greater than or equal to 1, I think I want to do it inside this bit, so when you stop charging, it doesn't reduce it somehow, which I think it might. So this should still then work for all this logic. Okay, so now I can just use this. Throwing a large bomb. Fucking hate this file. I didn't think it'd turn out like this when I wrote this method. It doesn't matter, that's just false. Then Goblin Demolitionist throwing a large bomb. That's false. And last one. False. I guess I can just say bomb model is if you're throwing a large bomb, then demolitionist large bomb model, else this. And all this stuff can just happen now. Okay. So, it might be a little bit weird, but this is kind of the only way I can do it. As you're charging with the demolitionist, the bomb should just change in your hand once you're charged enough. Where is the demolitionist? Yep, there it is. Neat. At least that's done.
We'll call it a draw.
Musketeer, charge lines, plus demolitionist bomb changes type in hands. Okay, task done. Demolitionist. Bomb holding smoke. That one's not that easy. I'm not doing that right now or on stream. Bomb thrown fire, musketeer bullet, smoke trail. None of those are that easy. See, I also have to decide. I have this type of smoke that comes out when you like land on the ground and when you change hats. And when things change, like when your buildings upgrade, the smoke comes out. But I need to decide, like that smoke, see? I need to decide if this is the kind of smoke that follows the bomb. I don't think it is. I think I need a new type of smoke. Or not bomb. Yeah, I'm gonna make a new type of smoke. Okay. See the smoke. I wonder, am I jumping less high while carrying the princess? No. Yeah, I do make it up here. I need to fix this, though. This isn't my to-dos. And I think this also, well, the physics don't work, but it shouldn't be that hard to fix. Like, if I can just make them all like half this height, yeah, that should be fine. Okay. I'm done for the day. I'm just gonna end stream, not host anyone. We'll probably be back tomorrow. I'm probably gonna finish all these particles tonight. Tomorrow I might be adding, tomorrow I'll probably be working on the explosive barrel more. Where you can actually shoot it and it explodes and does damage and stuff. So, alright. But I'm gonna try to finish the rest of this list tonight off stream.